Hello guys, hope you're all okay today. So in this episode of the brush review, we're going to be looking at the Eavy Metal Masterclass brushes, or just the Eavy Metal brushes. Just going to be a quick one because we'll go into a more in-depth review of them once I've fully painted some miniatures. What I've been doing, there's 3 different types there. There's basically, and I'll put these, look at the state of those heads. They've been used, look at the toes on them at the end, right? That's me really trying to look after them guys, and they were only used for the first time last night. Terrible. So what was I doing with them to get them in that state? I'll take the goblins off because they've already got the base colours down. But basically what I was doing was, I've got 6 Goblin Wolf Riders that I'm potentially going to be using in the world's largest dungeon. So I thought I'd get them painted up. So cheap and cheerful guys, nothing special about them. Base colour down, washed, dry brushed. Base colour was Codex Grey. Washed them with a Null Oil, and then just dry brushed them back up with a Codex Grey, and then just added a little bit of white. And 6 of them done. Took absolutely no time at all. Didn't even use those brushes in them. I just used some of my older brushes to do that, because that's not what we were really going to be looking into with these brushes. These are your masterclass brushes. These are for doing detail work and things like that. So what was I doing? I've took some screenshots, so I'll put them on the end, guys. But basically, I was just getting the paws down. If I can get it on there. Just there, look, just doing the paws, the teeth. You can't really see on there, but we've got some brown, sort of browny pink skin in the gums. The eyes have been done. It's going quite blurry, so it's. The tongue was done on the ones with the mouths open. And like I say, all the eyes were done, and then there was a boss one there. Nothing great about them guys, because they're just going to be tabletop standard. You can just make out the yellow of the eyes there behind the cowl, the teeth, claws. So yeah, just getting the colours down guys. The brown first of all, then the Ushtabi bone, putting a little wash on, and that was a result. That was a result of them. The toes on the end of the brush were just splaying out mid painting session, and they were getting trapped well. Just twisting them slightly to get the points. All my, if you've seen my videos, all my paints were thinned down. They were constantly getting washed, cleaned up in between different claws and things like that. It was all just the way I would paint with the royal, the royal and Langnickel, and I'm telling you guys, they have stood up. They painted an entire dreadnought, a Redemptor dreadnought, and they have stood the test of time better than a few claws and eyes on some wolves, to the point where I ended up having to use the medium brush exclusively, because that's a fine detail, believe it or not, and it just was destroyed. Used some brush soap on it to try and clean it up, even though it wasn't even dirty really. It went right. I mean, the one good thing about them is they do hold a lot of moisture in the body, and it doesn't really run down to the heel and into the ferrule, so it's quite good for that. But what's the point when it's splaying out like that at the end? And we had this problem when we were doing the Heavy Metal Masterclass, guys. There was a box full of brushes, and they were basically saying, it's luck of the draw, the type of standard you're going to get. So if they splay out, just go and get some more brushes, and people were going and continuously replacing the brushes. So might be a bit preemptive, but on first note, I'm going to say avoid these like the plague, guys. Now, I'm not saying avoid GW, because I've got brushes there from GW that, I mean, I've got one of the old, really old brushes there that I still use. To this day, I still use it. You know, I use these all the time, and they're absolutely fantastic. But these, if you see these and you see the heavy metal on them and everything, I'll tell you straight, the heavy metal guys on the class, the actual people from the heavy metal studios, weren't using these. They were using, most of them were using the Series 7 brushes, which tells you something, really, doesn't it? So, sort of on first impressions, I mean, obviously I used these over the weekend on the course, and we were having problems then, but I was hoping getting a bit more paint on, we'd sort them out. But on first impressions, guys, don't waste your money. If you can get these and you think, oh, they'll right up my street, first impressions, go out and get yourself something cheap, or get yourself some ordinary brushes. I'm going to crack on with these though, guys. I've got 6 goblins to do. I've got the base colour for the skin down. I'm going to actually do a little tutorial on them, because Sergeant Historian has asked me if I'm doing one for painting goblins. So I'll do a little tutorial on them. Cheap and cheerful, guys. Base colours, wash, highlights, nothing spectacular. But so once I've finished them, we'll get a final synopsis on these. But as it stands, don't rush out to get them, guys. If you see them on eBay, things like that, I don't think you can get them specifically from the GW site, but maybe people are selling them on eBay or whatever. Don't rush out and get them, guys. Okay, so I hope that helps for now, and yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye bye.